Oh, a chain of very fortunate circumstances, beginning with I was the only kid in kindergarten who knew what a Bugatti was.
Well, that helps a lot. And that brings you here to the lawn at Pebble Beach today as an entrant. And what did you bring?
We've got a couple of things on the lawn today. We've got a 1910 Daimler that used to belong to King George V. That's 101 years old, and that's how old that car is this year. Nothing's really ever been done to it. The paint is original, the upholstery is original, most of the engine is original. It needed a little bit of work after 101 years to keep on the road, but boy, she pulls like a locomotive. Couldn't be more thrilled with how it's operating. It's just a wonderful car.
And you took it on the tour. How'd it do?
Well, we took it on an abbreviated version of the tour because it is original. We didn't want to subject the original materials to damage beyond that which was essential, and it behaved beautifully. It didn't falter once. It pulled up any hill. I would drive that car back down to LA if I could.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a massive car. There's no missing that car, is there?
It's hard not to notice that car. It's 7.5 feet tall, 17 feet long, and it's got a 9.4 liter sleeve valve engine. Pretty unusual.
So you get a little smoke out the back, do you?
Get a little blue smoke out the back. In most cars, smoke is not a good thing. In a night engine car, a sleeve valve car, smoke is a very good thing.
Oh, absolutely. You know you're getting 100% lubrication, huh?
Yeah, if you're not seeing smoke, you're not getting oil, and that is, you don't want to see that.
No, you don't.
That could get ugly.
Where did that car sit all of its life? How could it remain so original?
Well, it hasn't been in very many collections. Willie's Knight actually bought it out of the King's garage in the 20s, and they used it to show around the country to prove to people that the superiority of the Knight engine. In other words, if a Knight engine is good enough for the King of England, then it's certainly good enough for you. And they put out a brochure with our very car pictured in it next to a brand new Willie's Knight, 1926, and they toured it all over the country.
So it became a marketing ploy, huh?
Yeah, an early marketing, exactly. Early product placement. You place a product with a king, I think you're probably doing pretty good.
Wow, and then it must have sat somewhere where they just preserved it.
It didn't deteriorate. That, unlike a lot of cars that were allowed to sit out, that car was donated by Willie's Knight to the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County in the 30s. And then in 1950, it was traded in to a collector in a 3-car for 3-car swap. The Natural History Museum wanted 3 cars that this collector had, and the collector wanted those 3 cars that the Natural History Museum had, and this was one of them that he got in the swap. And he kept it all this time, and we acquired it from his widow in 2006.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, it certainly went to a good home, and you've brought it out for a lot of people. I'm sure they're going to be amazed today.
Well, I can't wait for everybody to see it. Come up and say hello. Come by the museum for sure, because it'll be there.
Fantastic. Leslie, we'll do that.